Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chuck's Potpourri, the podcast with a dash of everything and a splash of nothing. I can sit here and say it's been a while, but I felt like the past couple podcasts I've said that. So we're back, is what I'm going to say. Got a great show for you today. Got the nephew in the house,
How's it
Mr.
going?
Darius Ortega. Give him a round of applause out there, folks. Yes, so he's going to be telling us about what he's got going on, and today's episode is going to focus on some gaming. So I know a lot of people had asked about it. We're going to deliver. So Darius, you want to tell everyone out there, a little bit about yourself, what you got cooking, where you're living at these days?
Yeah, how's it going, everyone? I'm Darius. Charlie's my uncle, as he said. Right now, I'm currently living in Kansas City, getting ready to move up a little bit farther north, just kind of outside the River Market area. Prices are inflating quite a bit, and I think I was looking at like $1,700-$1,800 for an apartment downtown, and not really feeling that.
Yeah.
So, other than that, man, just working at the club, Mosaic and Power and Light, and then coaching youth soccer still going on my sixth year, finishing that up. So,
Yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, so we'll get into a little more details on that stuff a little later. And let's start it off with Chuck's Bites, which used to be called the Quick Bits, but I didn't really put two and two together. Some of the other podcasts I watch called it that same name, and I didn't want to be like that. So let's talk a little sports to start with. The Kansas Jayhawks in football having a pretty good year. Daniels has been out a lot, so he was the Heisman hopeful from last year. He's been battling some back issues and just hasn't really played this year. But Jason Bean, as he did last year, stepped in, is doing a great job over there. So yeah, I wish them nothing but the best as a Jayhawks fan, and hopefully, I mean, as we sit now, we're getting pretty close to bowl eligible. So like one more win and they'll be in it. So hopefully they keep it going. So basketball right around the corner. Late night in the fog recently. I heard it was a blast. I think Flo Rida was there this year. So saw a lot of pictures and stuff from everyone's posts. It looked like a good time. I'm excited to see the Jayhawks back on the court. Should have a great year. Got a lot of new faces and a lot of talent. So I'm expecting a lot from them.
Going to this preseason number one as well.
Yeah, rolling in number one. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it and seeing how well these new players, these little transfers and freshmen, and see how they all gel together. So, but if I always say, if somebody can put pieces together, it's Bill Self.
Yeah, most definitely.
He's a great coach. So
shout out CB as well. He just got his NBA championship ring the other day.
Yeah, that's awesome for him. So I always support the former Jayhawks. And perfect. Kansas City Chiefs, they're rolling right along. Had a lot of questions at the beginning of the season of where the offense is going to come from, what receivers are going to step up. Mahomes is just spreading the ball out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Kelsey still number one, but these other receivers are moving right along. Sky Moore is in there. MVS is finally getting a little back into the fold now.
Hardman's back.
Yeah, we got McCole back. Got the Jet back. He did great returning this past week. So looking forward to that. And Pacheco still running over people.
Yeah, most definitely.
That guy, I don't know what he juices with before the game, but he's got so much energy.
If he can keep running up my fantasy points, I'm okay with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Some other Chiefs news. So Justin Ross, he got arrested. So I don't know what his situation will be. We'll just have to watch that and see how it goes. I can't speak too much on it, and because I just don't know any information. I know he's at a court date I don't know if it's already passed by now, but we'll see what happens. He was a promising receiver, but you know, you got to keep it clean on the field and off the field. So uh, we'll see what happens there. Bolton got injured, dislocated his wrist. He does have to have surgery, and I think he's out a couple months. So a little bit of a blow to the defense because he just got back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I think Tranquil is the one who's been stepping in for him, and he's been doing great. So uh, we wish him a speedy recovery. The NBA season kicking off now. Then in San Antonio. So I don't have a favorite NBA team anymore.
Yeah.
One of these days, whenever Kansas City gets one, I'll have
Yeah.
I'll have a new favorite. But I was a Lakers fan when Kobe was there. Um, I like LeBron. Uh, but now San Antonio, big Spurs time, getting the Wemby era. This big old 7'3" guy who plays like a point guard. So we'll see how he measures up this season. I think the first game he had around 15, 16 points. So it's solid showing for a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
So
I feel like his wingspan's at least two of me.
yeah, he's got, yeah, when you can stand and dunk the ball, you got something going for you. But Sporting KC, they had their playing game. Yeah, so they won it on penalty kicks. So moving forward with them. I haven't been out to one of those games in a couple of years, and I said on my last podcast I was going to try and get out and make it to one, but I didn't get to. But wish them nothing but good luck. And next year I'm going to go back to a game because those are really fun to go to. I had an absolute blast when I went. So
Good luck to anyone trying to get tickets for that Miami game because they do play in Kansas City next year.
oh shoot. Yeah,
So
I know which one I'm going to. I'll start saving
tickets
the
are gonna be
pennies. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Start saving my pennies now. Okay, so that's the sports section. Let's jump over to the tech part. So I'm a big tech enthusiast. One of the reasons I went back to school, get that technology degree. So how about you in the realm of tech? Are you an iPhone guy? Or are you an Android guy?
You
What
know,
are you rocking now?
all the way up until college, man, I had an Android. I loved it. And
Mm-hmm.
then I get the you got green messages. And so it is what it is. I will say during school, it was a lot easier to have an iPhone just because of having a MacBook for classes and stuff like that, easy to transfer everything.
Yep.
Um, I mean, man, all these phones nowadays are so cool. Like you got like these foldable ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and I mean, I don't know, just I feel like the Android software is I don't know, there's so much more you can do with it compared to Apple.
Yeah.
So I do like that.
Yeah. It's got a little more customization to it.
Mm-hmm. It's a
So
little
I
more
was,
personal.
yeah, exactly. So I was on the Apple ship. I just jumped back to Android side. So I did get the Google Pixel 8 Pro. So I'm a big photography nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So from that standpoint, just the pictures on it are really, really good.
Okay.
Um, I'm not saying iPhone's bad because I had an iPhone 14. It was great.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. I had the MacBook. You know, I was in the ecosystem,
Mm-hmm.
but it's and the green bubble trauma is very real, especially in
Like
America.
work messages, I mean
Yeah,
group chats, like
yeah,
everything.
it's especially, yeah, it is a bit of an American thing. I think that
Mm-hmm. Most
people
definitely.
people see Apple products and they think, oh, that's what we need. Apple's great. I would never knock against Apple, but
Mm-hmm.
there's other options out there. You don't have to follow the trend.
Yeah, no, not at
Um,
all.
so, but yeah, I'm back on the Google. Yeah, speaking of foldables, I almost bought a OnePlus Open. So this phone just came out from the company OnePlus. They've been around for a while. Um, they're best known for making really high end phones at affordable prices. Um, as with most companies, they kind of shied away with that over the past couple of years. But recently, their OnePlus 11, I think, was like $699. So in the realm of when your iPhone costs $1,100,
Yeah.
$1,200, $699 for a high end phone is pretty good.
Yeah.
So they just had their OnePlus Open phone. I almost bought it, but again, the foldables I think are the future. Um, they're still pricey right now. This phone came in. It starts at $16.99, which is a pretty penny for the phone.
Mhm.
And I get it. I'm thinking here in the next year or two, those prices will start dropping off. Um, but it's just a good convenience to have when you got that little tablet in your pocket.
Mhm.
I had a Samsung Fold 3 a couple years ago. Oh man, great phone. Being able to open it up and see content on
Yeah.
that big screen was great. But Samsung's the outer display is just really narrow.
Mhm.
Um, wasn't working for me. But this OnePlus one solves a lot of those problems. So better cameras. It's got a wider outer display. So
Yeah. And
foldable market, man. It's getting better.
I think
So
my only interaction with one is I was hanging out with one of my buddies. We went out to the lake this summer, and he had I think it was a Samsung Note. Do they have a foldable version of that? The Note,
so they have the fold.
the
The
Fold.
the
Okay,
fold
so
is the big one. Yeah, the
maybe it was
tablet
that
one.
one. It was, yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
I will say the coolest thing was when it got dark. He opened that thing up and pulled up GPS on that for the
Oh
day.
yeah.
So it was pretty easy to see directions on that. But
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty cool though.
Yeah. Sticking with some tech. Yeah, I talked about the foldables. There's some new chips. Snapdragon Qualcomm's got a new chip that they say is going to rival or even beat Apple's M2 chip. So um, I have an M2 Mac Mini. Probably be looking to sell soon. So if anyone wants to buy a Mac Mini, I've got one. But it's a really good chip. Apple, like I said before, Apple makes really good products, but they're not the only ones, you know. So, but yeah, so those are the Chuck's Bites for this week. And now we can get into our topics. The main event here. So let's talk about first. So we're doing a video game centric topics today. So, what video games are you currently playing? Anything that stands out to you recently that you're getting
So,
into?
man, really the only game that has been consistent, I would have to say, is Apex.
Yeah.
I fall off that train once I get a little ways in, and then I'll fall off for a couple months.
Yeah.
I did just hit Masters last season, so like I've been kind of grinding a little bit harder just to get that back, so people can't say it was a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
Um, other than that, I mean, FIFA. Me and my boys got a pro clubs team, so that's always fun to
Nice.
play there.
Yeah.
Just made the switch to PC recently, so been trying to
Good
dive
deal.
into some more games lately, like Valorant. That's been pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pisses me off though, man.
Yeah.
Definitely got to hit those aim labs up sometime soon, and then the good one that everyone loves to hate, Call of Duty Search and Destroy, man.
Yeah.
Take our FIFA squad, hop over there, and fight against all these 15-year-old races.
Yeah. 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 So, so recently I did the swap of I was on PC gaming, and
Mhm.
then my goal within the next year is build a new PC. Um, parts are still parts are cheaper than what they were just a couple years ago, which is fantastic. Um, so just kind of chipping away at that, buying a little bit here and there. So I went back to console, went back to Xbox Series S. Um, so we still rock on Halo.
Yeah.
Runs once a week, man. So getting that Halo Infinite squad up there, which is new season in Halo's pretty good. So
Speaking of
um,
Halo, I mean, that's where we all got started. I mean, I
yeah,
remember I'd
yeah,
come over on the weekends, man. I'd get so
yeah,
pressed when you guys would have online Xbox Live. Man, I'd go
yeah.
spend my allowance just so I could play when I came over. Who's all part of the squad still? You got
Oh
Vito,
man,
Ed.
yeah. Vito and Andrew and Josh is still on there, and That's about it. No one else really plays it anymore, but yeah, we still rock with it, man. You know, it's one of those things that when you grow up playing that so much, and then just the newer versions come out, you just keep with it.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it. I know over the years it's taken a little bit of a hit going from um Bungie to 343.
Yeah.
Um, but it's not bad. I think Halo Infinite's pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, so, but yeah, we're rocking with that. I played oh god, it's Starfield.
Yeah, I was
I
playing that for a little
I
bit.
played it for a while. I
It's
got a
just so
couple,
much going on, man.
there is. I got a couple hours in, and it's a good game. I can see why it's so acclaimed right now.
Mhm.
But some of the controls, like when you're trying to switch weapons, you have to like dig in a freaking menu to find them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this takes too much time.
It's
So,
it's been hell switching to mouse and keyboard on that too, trying
oh
to do
yeah,
that. So it's
yeah,
just like I'm trying to I'm button mashing. Like, how did I do that? What's next? Like, how do I get out of this menu? Why am I
exactly,
locked into this screen right now for cheats?
yeah. So, but no, I mean like in the early parts of the game where you get to pilot those ships, that's pretty fun.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed that. Um, but yeah, I haven't played it much lately, man. Like I
Mhm.
said, I got a couple hours into it, but I'm just
I will say one that I was really excited for this year, and so I didn't know that it was coming out on next gen. So I went and bought an Xbox Series S just for that because I wasn't gonna make my switch to PC. But
Mhm.
Hogwarts Legacy came out earlier this year,
Oh
man.
yeah, yeah.
Big Harry Potter nerd, loved it, man. I ended up grinding so much of the outer story that I didn't even finish the campaign.
Oh really?
Yeah, and it's just been so hard to get back to, man, because it's just like
Yeah,
I don't
I've
know.
I've heard good things about that game. So
Only
yeah.
thing that made me mad is no Quidditch. You can fly on a broom, but I can't
Uh
play Quidditch, man.
come on, guys. What's up with that? Yeah, that was on my list of games to try. Um,
Definitely up there. Recommend it.
yeah, one of these days, once I get back into the PC gaming, like I said,
Mhm.
fingers crossed a little bit, well, early into this coming year. Um, Diablo 4. I
I was
want to,
playing that on
I want
Xbox.
to, yeah, I've watched Vito play it a couple times. It looks
Mhm.
pretty cool. Um,
It's definitely more fun with the squad. I kind
yeah,
of fell out when all my boys started switching to like older games like Rainbow Six and stuff like that, and I was the only one playing it. Just
yeah,
kind of fell out a bit.
yeah. So, but yeah, one of these days, man, is what I tell myself. So, uh, but no, yeah, from the Xbox and that PC side, that's where I've been. Yeah, I still rock a Nintendo Switch.
Oh
There's
yeah, I've
there's a
been
new
playing Pokemon.
yeah, well that and the new Mario game just dropped this past week. There's Mario Wonder that
Oh,
just came
okay.
out, so and it looks pretty sick. So I'm gonna pick that up, try and get that tomorrow this weekend and
You
test it out.
play any of the Zeldas yet?
I haven't played the newest one.
Okay. I heard
Um
good things. I haven't
yes.
touched that one or like the Legends of Hyrule. Is that like the 100-year prequel or whatever? I haven't touched any of those two yet.
Yeah, the the new Zelda one's on my list. There's a bunch of Nintendo titles I need to get behind. It's just everything costs, and
Yeah.
I'm like, man, come
And
on.
I feel
So
like Switch is one of those things where like I just gotta want to tune out everything else and play nothing
yeah,
but Switch.
yeah,
Like I got my Xbox, I got a PC. It's just like gotta be one of those. Just like I'm done with this. Let's run some Switch.
exactly, exactly. So, any titles you're looking forward to?
The one that everyone hates, that I don't even want to buy, but I know I'm gonna buy.
Uh-oh.
Call of
Call of
Duty.
Duty. Oh boy,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Man.
it's just fun. I mean, playing with your friends. I mean, and I know they're remastering a lot of the old maps from MW 2. I know like Rusty's
Okay.
coming back, Quarry, Scrapyard. I think they remade Afghan as well. I know it's a majority of the old maps from MW 2. So
That's cool.
yeah, I know I didn't get a chance to play the beta, but I did not hear. I heard some good things, but a lot of bad things, like with crashing wise and stuff like that. So
Okay. Yeah. But a lot of that stuff, it can get ironed
yeah,
out. So
yeah,
well, that's cool though. I do like when games bring back some of the older maps.
Mhm.
So this season 5 of Halo Infinite, they're bringing back a lot of Halo 3 maps. They're about to drop.
Oh
So
man, you
yeah,
about to get me
yeah,
back
dude.
on.
So
Let's go.
yeah, it's we're looking forward to it. They're bringing a firefight
Oh
back.
shit, like from
So
ODST?
yeah, yeah, bringing
Oh,
some
that's
firefight stuff.
crazy.
So you can make your own kind of in Forge right now, but
Mhm.
sometime in November they're supposed to drop that into the regular matchmaking, I think. So
That's what's up. That's what's
we're
up.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, but yeah, I was looking forward to anything from me. Man, I don't even know what's coming down the pipeline. I know there's a lot of good stuff coming out, and a lot of it I won't hear about it until it's here, and then I'll
Man,
watch
I feel
watch some
like
reviews. So
I feel like we've kind of fallen out of the golden age of gaming, man. Like I feel like every other month there is something, or every month there is always something fighting for that new spot. And man, nowadays it's like you got to wait 6 months to a year for a game that you heard about
yeah,
last 2 summers ago.
exactly. Well, that's how Halo Infinite was.
Mhm.
We were looking forward to that, and then it got delayed, and so we were like, man. Then it finally dropped, and I didn't I didn't always agree with it because when it dropped, they didn't have a co-op campaign. It
Yep,
wasn't it
yep.
wasn't available to start. So
I
I
don't
was
even think
like,
I finished that
man,
campaign yet.
we did we finally finished. It took me a little while, just because we were waiting on
Hmm.
that co-op version. So like me
Yeah.
and Andrew and Vito and Josh, and we're
Hmm.
like, we want to do this together. But
Yeah.
I think I did. I beat it by myself first. Then we played it back through on
Hmm.
harder difficulty with
Yeah.
them. So, but yeah, it kind of sucks when you're looking forward to that one thing and it just doesn't populate. So
Yeah.
okay, so next topic here, and I know this is the one that you wanted to sink your teeth into. Some of the gaming companies about and what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
So
I mean, really, I think the biggest news right now and kind of the gaming companies is like Activision being bought out by Microsoft.
yes, yeah,
I mean, there's lots of pros for it, I feel, but lots of drawbacks that a lot of people are realizing, I think.
right,
And man, I really don't know how it'll do, honestly. I think it's a big toss up because I mean, I
yeah,
feel like Activision has a lot of their own projects already, such as Overwatch that they need to fix back up. And that was one of my favorite games for the longest time, and I
hmm,
barely touch that now.
yeah,
Um, I mean, I think I'm concerned for Call of Duty. I mean, I know
yeah,
they said they're not gonna limit it just to Xbox and PC, and they're gonna, keep it on all the platforms. But I mean,
right,
what about this? What about the next COD?
right,
Like, what's after that?
right,
So I mean, it's interesting.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, so I know you mentioned some of them like running that monopoly. Uh, you want to elaborate on that just a little bit and
Yeah, I mean, when I
like,
say monopoly, I mean like just all like I mean Microsoft already has a bunch of companies already under them. Like they've
hmm,
been buying out a lot of smaller gaming companies already. I
hmm,
mean, I think Activision and the Call of Duty titles are too big for them to try to maintain that into just them. But I mean, that's the first step of actually leading into it. You think if you think about it.
right, right,
So that's I mean, like I said, I think they have too many other concerns with other games than to try to continue building onto something else already that's already a big franchise.
yeah, yeah. I thought the same thing when they got bought out. I don't know. And you're right. It is a toss up. You want to believe them, but you know, Microsoft didn't always have the best track record. So
No, I mean, look at Halo Infinite,
yeah,
man.
exactly. So yeah, I get that. I get that. Um, so yeah, talking on gaming companies and stuff like that. What we were talking about before, the paying for stuff like the content and see the passes, and I think it gets a little ridiculous.
Those microtransactions.
Yes,
Yep.
it's I
It's
don't
like
know, man.
$20 for a skin on Valorant, man. I'm level
Yeah,
like 40, 50 now, and I'm still playing with original stuff because I don't
yeah.
want to drop the money.
Yeah. Vito and I were just discussing this the other day, and you're going over some of the pricing on it, and in your head, you're like, it's $9 or $10. That's not too bad.
Mhm.
When you get to thinking, you paid 60 some dollars for the game already.
Yep. I think most have jumped
This,
up to 70 now, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
they're getting ridiculous. Well, even with that, the amount of space it eats up on your hard drive.
Yeah.
I mean, Starfield was like almost 200 gigs. So I was like, man, I mean, like I get it, like that you want an immersive content filled game, but you know, when you like people who have like a Series S like I do,
Yeah. I had
I
to go
mean
buy an extra
that's half a
storage.
game. Yeah, yeah. That's one way to make even more money is, and especially people who don't want to like open it up and put in swap out hard drives or something like that, the less tech savvy, where they'll just go online and buy the expandable cards
Mhm.
and you throw in the back that shell out more money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's ridiculous, man. I don't.
Those
um
microtransactions, man.
yeah.
I know some people who, some of my friends, man, I'm not going to say names or disclose how much they spend, but I just look at them with the face of just pure and utter shock,
Yeah.
disappointment, but then also I realize their commitment to it as well.
Yeah, yeah. I say the same thing when I play against, if I'm playing Halo and I see someone with some sweet armor, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, you idiot, you paid money for that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, it does look pretty cool though. So, oh, all right. So let's jump into a little Chuck's trivia. So this is part of the show where I'll ask you a trivia question. Just hold your answer until the end of the show here. Anyone playing along at home, feel free to type your answer into the comment section and see if you get it right at the end. A little video game stuff. We're going to throw it back a little bit. What was the top selling video game of the year 2000? So I'll give you multi-choice on this one because I didn't know it myself. So is it A, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, B, The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, C, Pokemon Stadium, or D, Madden 2001?
What consoles are these all on?
Uh,
64,
it was through 60
PlayStation.
PlayStation. I think PS2 may have been out around that time. I don't remember, but for sure Nintendo 64 and PlayStation. But which of those was the top selling video game of the year? So we're going to take a short break and we'll be back with a couple more topics and that trivia answer. So stick around. All right, and we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed that break. Maybe I'll put something funny in there. Uh, who knows? Moving right along with our next topic, the future of video games. What do you think moving forward? Um, there's a lot of VR stuff out there now.
I'm loving it.
You love that VR?
Man, shout out my favorite place, Double Tap. They got these they have this shot challenge. Each state has its own. After you finish, you get a picture on the wall. Not to
Ah.
brag, I've done it 3 times. I've done it 3 times, and I hold the record for 15 days in completing it.
Oh, geez.
But you get a free hour of VR with it.
Oh, nice.
So
There you go.
But yeah, no, I love it, man. VR is so fun.
I
I'm waiting for more augmented reality,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I enjoy it.
yeah. From the limited VR stuff that I've done, I have enjoyed it. It's I don't know if it's the future. I mean, it's definitely going to be in a big space,
Mhm.
competing with console and PC and stuff.
Yeah.
So Even the integration between them,
Hmm.
I think, is going to be pretty big. But I do think it's still a little ways out from
Yeah.
being, a dedicated thing that everyone's going to go towards.
Yeah.
Um, just because some of those headsets get a little pricey.
Yeah. Like the
Um,
Meta Quest.
yeah, so the pro one, I think,
Hmm.
whatever that is, like $1,000. So even Apple's
Yeah.
with the Vision, whatever that is, I think it starts at 3,500 or something like that. So when I first saw Apple's announcement and I saw that, I swear I read it at 350 and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, Apple's got something here. Everyone's gonna convert. Then I went back and watched the keynote and they were like 3,500. And I was like, no, that's gonna be a specific person,
Yeah.
specific group
Yeah.
that's
Most
gonna
definitely.
apply to. So um I don't know. Future games, like I said, I mean, first person shooters are always such a
Yeah.
blast. I don't know, the
Mhm.
Madden's always sell well.
Yeah.
Um,
Sports games. I think sports games will stay around, but
yeah,
they
yeah,
definitely gotta. I don't know. I think repeating the same game over and over again, you figure out a way to fix these bugs.
yeah. uh, yeah, definitely the sports ones. I'll fire up Madden every once in a while and play it. I don't play it nearly as much as I used to.
Mhm.
Um, but I still have fun playing it. Same with NBA 2K. I can get behind that for a little while, um, but yeah, I think a lot of the first person shooters great. Call of Duty's still big.
Mhm.
Um, and then switching to like Fortnite and stuff like that. It's still
I saw
big
that
stuff.
they're bringing back the original map in like the next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think like November 5th or something like that. So I
Nice.
know a couple of my buddies have been talking about going back, and I'm like, bro. I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
sweaty kids like that, bro. You get kids like Jaden, man, just button mashing
Right.
15 stories up. I don't understand it at all.
uh, yeah. So I mean, I played that for a bit, man. I couldn't get behind it too much, but it's still
Still,
fun.
yeah, definitely
I
fun.
I know people grind on it, and that's cool.
I
It's
do like
just
everything that they bring over from like other like anime and like music and stuff like that. I definitely will say they're very innovative with that, which is really cool to watch because I mean I think I've spent more money on Fortnite than any other game just
yeah.
buying random skins of artists that I want to get. You know.
Right, right. Uh so on the future of games, so they're always talking about the next gen consoles. So, it won't pertain to yourself or me, going to the PC side. But I'm hearing that the next Xbox and next PlayStation, uh, they won't take physical discs anymore. I
Mhm.
think it's pretty much going to go to either cloud or buying them online. So
R.I.P.
um,
those late nights at GameStop.
I know, right? So, and I get it. Like, I guess that convenience factor
Mhm.
is what a lot of that goes towards.
Brick and mortars are going down, man.
I know, dude, and it does suck because you're in this realm too of growing up,
Mhm.
going to those game stores and getting the
Yeah.
physical copies of those games. It was it gave you a like that sense of joy,
Yeah.
opening those presents up on Christmas and
Whipping
seeing
it back on the highway
yeah,
80 so I can go
yeah,
play in Halo 4, you
exactly,
know?
yeah. So I'm like, man, it like I said, it sucks, but everything's going digital, so I get it. Um, and that almost makes me want to go buy a Series X just to get some physical games
Yeah.
before they're completely gone. So,
Yeah, like
uh,
I was just looking at I was packing up all my stuff since I'm getting ready to move, man. I found a huge tub full of all like my GameCube games,
oh gosh,
PlayStation, all the 360 discs. I'm like, I need to get a shelf now just so I can display all
yeah,
this now.
yep, yep. So in 20 years, people ask, what's What do you mean? You used to put video games in on a disc, and you can show them right here, man. So,
If there's even
uh,
consoles in 20 years,
yo, yeah, yeah, that's true. Everything can go to PC by then, but or VR or something else crazy will come out
something
by
new,
then. So
something new.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, yeah, the future games. I mean, gaming has come such a long way. You
I'm a nerd.
know,
I'm here for it all.
I know, man. It's the fact that so much of these streamers and these the esports
Mhm.
and make so much money doing that stuff now.
Yeah.
I mean, back when I was a wee little lad playing, Super Mario, I never would have thought
Speed
of doing
runs.
this for money. Yeah, 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 exactly. Speed runs and I could be streaming this for money and having millions of people watch, and it's crazy how far games have come, but that's where we are, and it's here to stay,
Yeah.
so it's not going anywhere. So yeah, yeah. Okay, shifting to our last topic of the day. So this is always guest choice. So I will kick it over to you and anything that you want to talk about.
Man,
Speak now or
let's
forever
see.
hold your peace. So
Man, since we're on the technology topic and kind of the future, man, AI, it's been killing it lately. Chat GPT. I use
yeah,
that Snapchat AI just to answer so many questions rather than asking Siri.
yeah,
Um, it's crazy. What's your thoughts on it? Like progressing how it is?
yeah. So I do use Chat GPT a
Mm,
lot. Well, not a lot, but a bit. Um, I use it to help script some of these podcast episodes for
mm,
questioning and stuff like that.
okay.
So I do some light programming and
Mm,
coding through work, and a little bit on the side. I ask it basic coding stuff. As long as you have the structure behind it, it can help you
mm,
with tidbits and stuff like that.
yeah,
So it's 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 crazy
yeah,
the way it works. Um, to be able to spit out that much information in such a short amount of time
yeah.
is just mind-boggling.
Mm,
It's only going to get better.
yeah.
So I use Chat GPT a lot for work. um, I use Bard, so Google's version of it.
Mm.
um, I haven't used Microsoft. I don't know what they're it's
I think
Bing.
I think it's Cortana.
Is it Cortana?
I think it
I
might
don't
be Cortana.
I don't know if it's like an assimilation of Bing and Cortana, I think is what it originally
Mm,
was supposed to be. So I haven't used any of that yet, but I do plan on trying some of that stuff.
okay.
But yeah, dude, it's nuts.
I know
I
you said
mean,
you were a big photography guy. Have you used any of like the AI and like Creative Cloud at all yet, or anything similar yet?
not yet. It is on my list. So yeah, I do want to check some of that out just to see
Mm,
how it stacks up. But from some of the stuff I've already seen, I mean, it's
yeah,
ridiculous. I mean, what do I need to go take pictures for anymore? Just,
yeah,
I mean, it's crazy. Um, and like I said, it's only going to get smarter.
mm,
It's only going to get better. Um, I'm here for it though.
yeah,
So, being working in the technology realm, I rely on it all the time. So,
yeah.
and then, like I said, doing stuff like this podcast and photography, it's only going to help. So,
Mm.
yeah,
Any
man.
iRobot fears?
There's always some. There's always some, but it's not quite like the movies. A lot
Yeah,
of people
yeah,
still, there's a lot of people out there that still think that they don't trust computers
yeah.
for nothing. So
Thanks, Will Smith.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But um yeah, I mean, I don't have any fears right now.
Mm,
We'll see how smart it gets,
yeah,
you know, and some of these, what I think it's with Chat GPT, like the supercomputers and quantum
mm,
computers that they use to compute all this knowledge, man. Um, I I, I remember reading somewhere that the data centers that they work with, they have to be literally cooled by like huge bodies of water because it does so much computing with it,
Wow.
and those centers get so hot,
Mhm.
because there's everything's liquid cooled nowadays, but
Yeah.
they have to use like bodies of water to to
Cycle it
keep them
out.
all cool. Yeah.
That's
So
wild.
yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. But uh like I said, I'm here for it. I'll
Mhm.
just roll along, and until it takes over my job completely, I'll still be here, still doing this. So
Have you seen that some gaming companies like Activision are using it to monitor like game chat now?
that
So
doesn't
like
surprise me.
so yeah, I know like me and my boys just to piss people off, we'll always start like reporting people and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And then lately, I feel like it's been since summer, it's been going crazy on getting notifications saying, "Oh, you thanks for helping getting this person banned." Blah
Uh,
blah blah.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. Um, Jeez, yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy.
that is crazy. I remember back. I remember back in the Halo days when you used to get a when you'd get banned, get kicked out if you betrayed a teammate.
Yeah.
We would we would have special games. We'd be like, all right, first one to betray somebody and get booted is the winner. So that's like we'd start with rockets, and then as soon as the game started, you just start blowing up your teammates, and the first one to get booted was the winner.
But half the time
So,
it'd pull us all
oh
out
man,
because we're all
yeah,
on the
it
same
would, yeah,
TV.
because when you were squatted up, they'd say, "See, you guys are all gone." So, yeah, man. Oh man, that was back in the day. And
Oh
now they don't even, the friendly fire, you know,
man,
can't do
back in the
nothing.
day.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Dirty Spider, man, remember.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So man, big anime guy. I got this Phantom Troop tattoo, but I like the Spidey tat.
Oh, look at that, man.
But Dirty Spider lives on now, forever
Oh,
and ever.
there you go. There you go.
Ugh.
Oh shoot, man. Uh, there anything else you want to add on that AI topic? Do you think we
Man,
covered what you needed?
not that I can think of, man. I appreciate you having me on. It was a
Yeah,
blast.
yeah, absolutely, man. So let's jump into this trivia answer.
Oh snap!
So
Forgot
what?
about that.
Yeah. So again, here's the question: what was the top-selling video game of the year 2000? A. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. B. The Legend of Zelda: Majora's Mask. C. Pokemon Stadium. Or D. Madden 2001.
Going with A,
We're
locking
going
it
with
in.
A. A was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. And that is not what we're looking for. So it's Pokemon Stadium.
Really, I would have thought that would have been a little bit earlier because I mean, Red and Blue came out 96, 97.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I mean, I
something like,
guess
yeah.
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 I
Cause
just felt
then
like Nintendo 64 was so much older than me
yeah,
than compared to what I thought. I guess at that age.
yeah. So this one threw me off too, because when I was looking at the top selling games, they didn't have them in order until I looked deeper into it.
Chat GPT, that man.
I know, man. That's what I should have done. Like off the top of my head, I thought it was Tony Hawk, but
Mhm.
then I remembered this is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I don't think it did quite as well as the
Mhm.
original one. And the original one came out, I think it said 98, 99, something like that.
Okay.
So this would have been the second
Mhm.
iteration of it. So, but yeah, Pokemon, man, been around forever now, and
Yeah,
it's,
man.
it's still going.
I just got these mystery bag skateboards from I don't know how many they actually made, but man, I live streamed it. I pulled out a Squirtle
Mm-hmm.
and a Mewtwo.
Nice,
Yeah, so
nice, dude.
yeah, it's crazy. I thought they were going to be like 60, $70. Got to the counter, it's 120 each. So,
Oof.
it's the most I spent on some wall decorations.
Oh man, all for the Pokemon though.
Oh, facts. You got to catch them all.
You got to see whenever you see Vito next, He's got a Snorlax tattoo right in his
Oh,
forehead.
fitting.
It
That's
looks
fitting.
pretty it looks pretty sick actually. So next time you see him, man, I'll he'll have to show it to you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So all right, man. Well, thanks so much for being on the show. Appreciate it. And man, and I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. Is there any if you have any socials you want people to follow you on, we'll
Um,
get them added to the comment or description of this video. So
Sweet. Yeah.
I don't know, you do Twitch, you probably do some Twitch, don't you?
Yeah,
Live streaming.
I've been streaming a little bit here and there. So
Okay.
if you ever want to watch some good pro clubs action, me getting shit on in Valorant, and me running Apex lobbies. D Smooth, 2U's DSMUUV. Simple
Perfect.
as that.
Yeah, man, we'll link it all down below. And yeah, so that's gonna do it. Everyone who tuned in, thank you so much. I know it's been a while in between these shows. I promise you, I'm getting better at it. I've got guests lined up. It's just a matter of, getting people in and on the same page. So look for some more content. We're gonna be back. Just reminding you, so the video portion of this is always up on YouTube. The audio portion, oh gosh, man. So we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. I think that's it. There might be another one. I'll link them all down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.